Hey, it's Marcia here today. I wanted to talk to you about how trauma affects high functioning and successful people and why I have decided to become a trauma informed coach, a trauma safe coach, and how I incorporate that into my work. Okay, so one of the things that I wanted to talk to you today is that there's this misconception that trauma is this one big event in a person's life. And it's not usually the case. It's usually a number of smaller events that happen early in our life when we have no capacity to process and understand what's going on that leaves us overwhelmed. And when that is the case, we make decisions about ourselves and about our world and about the people around us and what we can or can't do and so on. And these emotions that we live at the time, depending on how encouraged we were to process our emotions, they can get locked in our bodies, particularly if we don't have a nurturing parental figure or someone who's mirroring us and help us process that situation. It gets stored in our body, it gets locked in our body, and it ends up making us shut down even more to our emotions. Okay, and and it gets really hard to process and release those experiences so that we can expand and achieve our full potential. So we get to a certain point where all is good, and then when we start to want to be more ourselves and we want to expand and we want to do something different and we want to have that difficult conversation with someone we love, or the stakes are really high, we are afraid of judgment, or we have to give feedback to someone. All of those situations can bring up a lot of this stuff that we have, those decisions that we made about us and the world, back to surface. And the usual response is to shut down and not process it and not even feel it if possible. So we leave it all together. We settle for what is and we just move on from it. Okay, and so in my experience, a lot of my personal development journey was initially based on mindset work, on self-awareness, on actually working on mindset and skill set as well, of course. But I reached a point where I felt that I needed to do more of that inner work that was required for me to meet the younger parts of me that have been through those experiences and support those younger parts of myself. That I'm talking for myself. And being able to see and support the younger parts of you is really important for us to be able to parent effectively, to have a healthy relationship, to be able to overcome any of our challenges, really. The more we ignore the younger parts of us, the more disconnected from our feelings we are, the harder it is for us to push through discomfort that is required for us to grow. Okay, because the natural law of the nature's law is for us to grow, for us to allow our life force to move through us, to follow our desires. Okay, but that is repressed and shut down with the experiences that overwhelm us and our inability to process our emotions. Okay, so if you are questioning here, okay, could I have been affected by trauma in my life? I'm successful, I'm a high achiever person. Will I benefit from having a trauma-informed coach working with me along with other strategies? The answer is yes. Okay, so I'm going to ask you a few questions. Do you experience overthinking and overwhelm about anything? Or maybe you constantly work hard to prove your worth to others. Do you postpone working on your plans or your dreams because you don't feel safe or can't handle your emotions when you do, or the opinions of other people? Do you postpone difficult conversations? Do you let people walk all over you and say nothing? Do you lack trust in yourself and in other people? You're hypervigilant. Do you experience drama in any area of your life? It might be that you are part of a drama triangle. It might be in one part of the triangle, even if you're not actively putting yourself there. Do you have recurring patterns of self-sabotage in any area of your life? Like finances, for example. You really want to make a different choice, but you seem to be always falling into the bad choice and not able to save money, progress, or do what it is that you want to do. Change your financial habits. Do you behave in ways that you regret with your partner, with your children, and that you can't help yourself and you feel terribly regretful afterwards? I get it. I have been there myself as well. And what I got out of doing the somatic work that trauma-informed, trauma-certified coaches do is that I was really able to work through those blocks that prevent us from achieving the goals that we want. It really helps us align our behaviors with our thoughts and our feelings. It really helps us hold on to ourselves and take care of those younger parts of us that have made those decisions that are not accurate to our reality now. So this type of work really helps you become a high-functioning adult in all areas of your life. Wherever you find that you have a challenge, you will be able to push through the discomfort, to continue to pursue the goal that you have, and to use your creative life force. Okay, because what happens is as soon as we work through the somatic experience, we release that creative life force that is being blocked by this energy stored in your body. Okay, so I want you to think about this as a bit like I imagine that you are a hero in a video game and you are going towards your treasure and you have roadblocks on your way, right? So as a coach, I would be facilitating you overcoming your roadblocks and providing strategies as well. But what happens is that when we use the somatic experience along with the other tools that I use, like the Gallup Strengths and the NLP and the strategic intervention, human needs psychology and whatnot, you would not only overcome the roadblock, but you would also get the superpowers each time you do it, because you are increasing your ability to expand and use your creative life force to achieve your goals, to reach the next level, to feel safe. Yeah. So I wanted to think about that. And as a coach, my promise to you is that you're going to learn how to do that for yourself, so that when you then later in life you have a challenge, you will know how to hold on to these younger parts of yourself, how to be aware of them, how to meet their needs, so that you can continue making progress and achieving your full potential. Okay, so yeah, this kind of coaching will take you from struggle to ease, from overwhelm to flow, from emotional reactivity to grounded responses, from lack of confidence to self-assurance. So if you're a parent, for example, and you find it really difficult to mirror your children's emotions and help them process whatever it is that's going on for them, and you often jump into the voice of one of your parents who used to be strict, or you start to project and you start to catastrophize about what's going to happen to your child and whatnot, and you can't find that safety within to be grounded in your response, to mirror that to your child so they can self-regulate. It's really important that you do this type of work. It's going to help you immensely to become a more effective parent. Okay, so yeah, let me help you become the highest version possible of yourself and learn the skills that you can do that repeatedly. That's what I want to teach you if you work with me. So I want to encourage you to reach out to me if you've resonated with anything that I said here. If you feel that there are maybe areas of your life where you could be, pushing through some discomfort to make some changes and not just settle for what is and with the status quo and then deep inside feel really uncomfortable about not honoring yourself, I wanted to reach out to me. Let's have a chat. Let's have a chat, and you will tell me more about it, and I'll tell you if I can help you. If I can't help you, I can refer you to a psychologist, to another coach, to whoever I think is going to be the best person to help you. But I'd like to hear from you. So I'm opening 4 spots for my coaching in August, and I'd love to receive a message from you if you are interested, if you want to find out more about what it's like to work with me in a private transformational container. And I am really looking forward to helping you in your own personal transformation. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.